Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here today. I'm Andrea Carter, and I'm thrilled to be exploring a powerful concept from my co-authored book, Women Living Fearlessly. As a strategic advisor and expert in workplace culture, my focus is on helping individuals tap into their full potential by creating spaces where people feel like they truly belong. But belonging doesn't just come from the outside. It's a shared responsibility, which means that individuals must also learn how we see ourselves and how we can impact our environments positively. Today, I want to introduce a concept to you that I believe every woman can benefit from. It's called learned confidence. We've all heard of learned helplessness, that feeling of being stuck where no matter how much effort we put in, it feels like nothing changes. But what if you could shift that thinking? What if instead of helplessness, we could learn confidence and show up in our spaces with the attributes that really come with that? Confidence isn't about getting everything right the first time. It's about facing challenges, learning from setbacks, and realizing that our efforts, no matter how imperfect, do matter. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll dive into the shift from helplessness to confidence and work on practical ways that you can start building your own unstoppable inner strength. You'll notice that there's a QR code and also an image on this file. If you scan that QR code, you'll actually gain access to the workbook that has all of these exercises in it, and you can download and print it so that you can follow along and actually use the exercises involved. By identifying our strengths, values, and achievements and reinforcing positive beliefs, we can rewire our thinking and build learned confidence. And today we're going to go through 4 exercises designed to do just that. So by the end, you'll have practical tools to take with you on your journey of confidence building. Let's dig in. So the first exercise, which is called Discovering My Strengths, is really about recognizing the strengths that we already have, because sometimes we overlook what actually makes us strong. Below are the shared PDFs. Please go ahead and download them. The first one that I'm detailing is the Strengths Portfolio Worksheet. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a minute to think about 3 personal strengths. These might be related to your work, your relationships, if you're a parent, or just how you approach life. Some women find this helpful to repeat this exercise in a multiple sections of their life. So maybe you'll do one for your work and one for your partner and one for your children. If you have them, potentially you're doing something for your community. So any role that you have that you may feel you're struggling with, feeling like you're not enough or you're doing all this work and it's not being recognized, these are the sheets that you want to start with. Now, for the purpose of our video today, select something that feels easier to tackle, that you can write specific examples about how you use each of these strengths, specifically in that facet of your life. Here's why this is important. Our brains are wired to focus on negative experiences, what we didn't do well, what didn't go right, where we're stuck. But when we intentionally reflect on our strengths and the way that we use them, we create new neural pathways that remind us of our capabilities. This is part of rewiring so that it leads you to learned confidence. You're welcome to pause the video now, fill in the worksheets, and then unpause the video once you've completed them. Once you've completed those sheets, I would love for you to reflect on these strengths. Remember that they form the foundation for your confidence. So the more you acknowledge them, the more your brain is allowed to reinforce the belief that you're capable, strong, resilient, and that you have these strengths to rely on, the faster that learned confidence is built. Over the next month, I highly encourage you to make it part of your daily routine to look at the examples on your Strengths Portfolio Worksheet. Each day, consider a strength that you want to embody for that day, and then test out how you can leverage that strength with different people in work or personal life and see how you apply them and how you can start to really develop that learned confidence and win. All right, let's head into exercise number 2, which is all about values and beliefs. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into what drives us here, our values and our beliefs. These are the compass points in our lives that guide our decisions and our actions. You'll want to download the My Values and Beliefs worksheet. Again, you can use that QR code, and you'll see a list of values like courage, kindness, perseverance. And I want you to circle the ones that resonate the most with you. Choose 3 or 4, and then write a brief explanation about why those values are important in your life. Here's something amazing. When we act in line with our values, our brain actually releases dopamine. This is a feel good chemical which reinforces positive emotions and it builds confidence. This is why knowing and living by your values can help you stay grounded, especially in tough situations. So you're welcome to pause the video, fill in the sheets now, then unpause the video once you've completed it. By identifying your values today, you're giving yourself the tools to make decisions that are in alignment with who you are, what you want, and build deeper, more sustainable sense of confidence. Go ahead, get started, circle back once you're done. All right, we're heading into confidence through words. The next thing we're going to do is explore the words that we say to ourselves that shape our confidence. This exercise is about creating personal words of encouragement, positive statements that help us overcome negative thoughts. Each of you can download again that package. It'll say personal words of encouragement worksheet. Think about statements of encouragement that you can say to yourself daily. Things like, I've already achieved really great things, or I can easily trust in my abilities. Or my favorite that I use all the time is, I can do really hard things and thrive. These words of encouragement should feel true and empowering. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at these worksheets. There's suggestions that you can use, but you can also craft your own. Your words of encouragement work by rewiring the brain. So when we repeat statements that encourage, our brains actually begin to find the evidence in memories or small experiences that help you accept them as truth, even if they are only small or maybe they're just distant memories at first. But this practice literally changes how we perceive ourselves. So take a moment, fill in that worksheet that's called Personal Words for Encouragement. And then I encourage you, once you're finished, to actually take a moment, read your words of encouragement quietly to yourself. Let the words and each one of them sink in. Consider where these words have been true for you in your life and remind yourself of what you're truly capable of. Use this list daily. Select one statement of encouragement to repeat to yourself throughout the day. At the end of the day, notice how you feel. You might have more energy. You might feel more encouraged. You might feel more confident. And certainly, you'll feel more resilient. The last exercise in this packet is called the Circle of Confidence. There's actually 2 parts to it. So this exercise is all about recognizing the things that you've achieved and the strengths that have gotten you there. So it's like a combo between 2 of those exercises. You can download that achievement circle worksheet for yourself first. And then what you're going to do in each segment of the circle, there's 10 segments. You're going to write down an achievement or a personal strength that makes you proud. This can be anything from reaching a career milestone to something in your personal life. Perhaps it's an exercise goal. Perhaps it's something to do with your family. Perhaps it's something to do with your friends. It could be as simple as showing kindness to a friend in a time of need where you are actually really not in a great space. So what you're going to do is write all 10 of those things in and reflect on the elements that derive confidence. Now, we're going to also do something really special with this to help solidify how amazing you truly are. And I can say that with confidence because I honestly believe that every single human being has tremendous worth and value, and every single person is amazing in their own right. So what I'd love for you to do after you have done this for yourself, you've likely at some point in your life had a 360 feedback if you've worked in any sort of organization. And the reason that 360 feedback is instrumental is because it reinforces strengths that you can see in yourself. And it also reminds you of opportunities of growth. So, where can your next growth potential be? Once you've created your own circle of achievement, then what you're going to do is you're going to ask somebody who's close to you, someone who cares about you, somebody who is rooting for you. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to have them read what you've written first, and then you're going to ask them to build on it. And what you'll see is the sheets look almost identical. The only difference is that one has a space for you to put your name in it, and that is the space that your partner or the person that you're pairing up with to do this exercise will put your name and then write those elements of circle of confidence in for you. What they will then do is respond with a compliment based on what you've shared. So, what's really great is if you do this with somebody who's close to you and both of you can do this for each other. Um, Here's why the exercise is actually so powerful. So it's powerful to be done on its own, but it's even more powerful to be done with a person. And the reason for it is because when we share our achievements and strengths with others, we're actually activating the brain's reward system. So there's a space within the brain that is all about reward, and it's a center that allows for positive feedback to reinforce self esteem and self efficacy, meaning I can do this, meaning I have confidence, meaning I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm getting better every single day. So, what happens then is that it reiterates that we can achieve, that we can succeed, as well as creating a feedback loop of confidence. After you've completed the exercise for yourself and with another person, please reflect on how it was to hear the other person you selected who's rooting for you compliment you. How did it feel to be acknowledged? Those are the incredible 4 exercises that you can do right now to help build that learned confidence element and really start achieving in your life. We have covered a lot in our quick time together by identifying our strengths, connecting with our values, creating statements of encouragement, and celebrating achievements. These exercises aren't just one time activities, they're tools that you can use regularly. I encourage you to do it once a month. Use them to build and sustain your confidence. Remember, confidence is not something you're born with, it is something that you repetitively do in order to grow it and to lean into what you can achieve. Remember, if you can cultivate it, you can do it. So confidence is exactly like that. If you can cultivate even just a little bit of it, it's like a muscle, practice and intention, you can grow it. As a wrap up, I'd love for you to take a moment, think about one key takeaway from today. I know there's 4, there's probably many more, but what I'd love for you to do is just commit to practicing this in your daily life. And if you don't mind, insert below in the comments the one thing that you're taking from today, whether it's repeating your word of encouragement, reflecting on your values, recognizing your strengths, knowing that every small step that you take is building your learned confidence and helping you on a journey of achievement. Thank you for being here today. Let's continue to trust in our abilities and live with confidence. Bye for now.